Hello guys. Today I'm going to see this. I'm going to see and discuss the nodes which will be present in variant 6. So the nodes for variant 6 are, which I'm going to discuss: mastermind, henchman, monster, beast, genius, madness, overlord, and tyrant. So I'll be discussing these nodes, how they will be combined, and I'll also be discussing which champs will likely be great on these nodes. So the first node is mastermind. Villain attackers increase the duration of bleed, incinerate, and shock debuffs on their opponents by 100%. So basically, any villain character which inflicts bleeds, incinerates, and shocks will love this node. According to me, Doctor Doom will love this because of the doubled shock duration. I mean, he will be okay with double shock duration, but the best thing will be the doubled incinerate duration. So the incinerate damage, which is already very, very good for Doom, will go through the roof because of the doubled duration. The second, which I think will be great, is uh, Sentinel. So Sentinel has shocks and incinerates both, and they have pretty decent damage. And doubling duration of both will increase the damage output by a lot. Another villain champ, which in fact say bleed, is Killmonger. Killmonger will love this node, especially if you stack those bleeds so that you can launch an SP3 with a lot of bleeds and 100% duration to that. That would be some crazy amounts of bleed damage. Magneto will love this, so launch Magneto to SP3. He already does super bleed damage, and doubling the duration of those bleeds. So yeah, this mastermind node can lead to some pretty insane damage numbers by the champs, by Doctor Doom, Sentinel, Magneto, Killmonger, etc. So the second node which we have is Henchman. So I think Mastermind will not be paired with any of these other nodes. That's what I think, at least. So now the second we have is Henchman. When triggered, a Fury buff, villain attackers will passively purify all debuffs. So this node makes me think that it will be. This node makes me think that it will be paired with. Sorry for that. Let me just switch off the rotation. Yeah. So this node makes me think that it will be paired with a long distance relationship kind of nodes, so applying weakness repeatedly, or maybe it will be paired with those where you get incinerates when you touch the opponent, or shock when you touch the opponent, or something where you need to trigger fury again and again, or maybe some just annoying debuffs like the weakness debuff, or long distance relationship with uh, fatigue, or yeah, something like that. So basically, not which you have to remove, but which you want to remove because it will be annoying. So if that's the case, if it's something just annoying but not damaging debuffs, then you will likely be good with Doctor Doom, because he will remove them with his SP3 Fury, or if you're using Silver Surfer's energy, he will randomly remove that when he activates his aura. Or but if say it is like some damaging debuff, then you want someone which gains Fury again and again, which will be really annoying. I can only think that goes to the villain champ. Hela, I think, will be good in that case. But I don't think it will be like that. It will be mostly annoying, not actual damage. If it is annoying, then Venom and Venom the Duck will be very good for that, because they'll gain a Fury buff once in a while. Similarly, Carnage will be very good. But if these are actually damaging effects, shocks, or say bleeds, or maybe every X seconds you are inflicted with a poison, yeah, then this may prove to be annoying because like there are not a lot of villain champs who can gain a fury on demand. So yeah, the next we have is monster. When triggering an unstoppable or unblockable buff or passive, villain attackers will grant themselves a non-stacking passive regeneration granting 10% of their max health for 5 seconds. And beasts activating an unstoppable or unblockable buff or passive on an attacking villain champion reverses the defender's healing for 5 seconds. So yeah, I think monster and beast will be paired together. Just a feeling. So I also think that it will be a high healing path. So basically, defenders will be healing a lot, or maybe it will be a gimme path. So you need to regen to damage them or something. So you want to trigger unstoppables and unblockables, Sentinel and um, Doctor Doom and Magneto, all three of these, and Ghost, all four again will be very very good for the both of these two because Magneto on heavies will go unstoppable. Sentinel 2 ones will go unstoppable on heavies. So both of them on every heavy will reverse defender's healing and they will also gain a passive regen for 10% health, which is very very good. This monster node is I think insanely good because he'll be healing so much. So I also think there will be a lot of annoying defenders in this chapter just because this node can get very very good for those two champions. Other than that, Doctor Doom will get unblockable if he has his aura active on every special. So again, he will get unblockable. It will be an and that will give him regen, and there will also reverse defender's healing. Similarly, Ghost will get unblockable passively if you have Wasp's energy, which will again give her regen and reverse defender's healing. Other than that, they may just introduce a buff, another node for Hela or some other defender that if you have more than X buffs, then the special attacks are unblockable or something, which will help in this. But I think that's unlikely. But that's just me. So I think the best options for these two nodes are likely going to be um, Magneto and Magneto, Sentinel, Doctor Doom, Ghost. After that, we have Genius and Madness. So, Genius is while under the effect of an armor up buff, an attacking villain champion burns 10% of the defender's max power on hit or when blocked. So, Madness, when triggering an armor break debuff, villain attackers will also apply a passive power lock to the defender, which will last until the last armor break ends. So, off the top of my head, I can't remember too many champs which have an armor up. I think the only one which you likely will want to use is Dr. Octopus because Killmonger doesn't have a buff and Dr. Doom can give a buff with Silver Surfer energy, but it's not guaranteed. And I think personally that Genius and Madness will accompany some insane power gain nodes. May be passive power gain or insane on hit power gains because they have just given us two very good ways to deal with that power gain. So off the top of my head, I can't really remember too many armor up villain champs which will be great here other than Dr. Octopus, who will be very very good because of his armor up. Sentinel also has just an armor up passive. Killmonger has an armor up passive. Which villain can gain an armor up? Okay, let's not think about that. The other is a power lock passive, which I think will can lead to many insane combos. Magneto applies an armor break debuff, and if you keep refreshing his prowess, he can maintain that armor break debuff throughout the match. So basically, once you have applied that armor break using Magneto, you can just keep on refreshing it. So basically, you apply that armor break. If the opponent has a heavy by the special attack by then, bait that special attack, and then you can just take that opponent to the corner and keep on chaining heavy. Then the opponent will not gain power because of that armor break. Similarly, Doctor Doom has synergy with Mr. Fantastic, which allows him to inflict armor break on heavies. So basically, you can just keep on slapping those Doctor Doom heavies, and armor break will be there, passively power locking the opponent. You can just push them into the corner and just keep on those armor break chain going, which I think will be pretty make him pretty strong here. Terax will likely be good here. That once you trigger the aura, you will have armor. You will apply armor breaks, applying that power lock. But I think Doctor Doom and Magneto will likely be better just because they have so much easier assist and extend. They can make that armor break last for a lot longer. Another Sentinel has armor break on SP once. He can be pretty good, but I think Doctor Doom is just going to be your best option here with Mr. Fantastic Synergy because that armor break being so easy to assist. Now, oh yeah, Venom. Venom also can have both an armor up and an armor break. So Venom can have an armor up, and Venom the Duck can have armor up. But I don't think Venom the Duck will be too reliable if the opponent have insane power gain. But Venom can be because uh, Venom the Duck will have periodical, while Venom once he gains a power armor up, he will have it for the rest of the fight. So yeah, Venom could be good one. He'll drain that power, and on heavies he inflict an armor break again. So you can just go into the corner and chain those heavies. Yeah, so these champs will be insane here. Venom will likely be the best champ for Genius and Madness because he can gain both an armor up and apply armor breaks. Doctor Doom second best because again Doctor Doom can gain an armor up if you have Silver Surfer energy, and if you have a Mr. Fantastic energy, he will behave just like when I'm applying armor breaks on his heavies. So yeah, both of those will be very satisfying. Magneto will be great because he can also sustain an armor up throughout the match. So yeah, Venom is, according to me, going to be the best though because he can gain both of these. That's only, of course, if both of these are on, as I think they both these are on the same chapter. So the next we have Overlord. Overlord. When a defender buffs the nullified, villain attackers gain a permanent 10% precision passive to a max of 10. So now villain champs which nullify. Basically, you need villain mystics. I think Doctor Doom is a villain which is mystic. Let me just check. I can't remember a lot of villain mystics. Villains. Okay, we are on villains. So here it is, mystics. Yeah. Yeah, there are not a lot of villain mystics. Mephisto may work. Morningstar may work. Yeah, Morningstar, Mephisto, maybe Hood if you have him at high rank. Yeah, these champs will work. And I personally think that it will probably be on a node where you can only do damage on crits or something, because of course a node like that will be pretty rewarding here, because the more you nullify, the more you'll do crits and the more damage you can deal again. So yeah, that's why I think you need an easy nullify. So yeah, Mephisto, because he will apply that initially. What does it count as a nullify? I don't know. Morningstar has nullify on SP2. So maybe you will just start doing mass if the crit nodes are there. You just start doing damage after that. Hood and Doctor Doom will be good, both of them. So yeah, plus 10% precision passive, and if I think it is going to have those crit node, the node where you can only deal damage uh, when you crit, then the nullifiers are very very valuable, and Doctor Doom is going to be the best option. I think Doctor Doom and Hood. Oh, Symbiote. I think Symbiote Supreme too. Symbiote Supreme is a villain? Hmm. Symbiote Supreme is not a villain? I am looking at villain mystics, right? I thought Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme. Oh, Symbiote Supreme is not a villain. I thought he was a villain. I mean, all other symbiotes are. Yeah, now, yeah, here it is, symbiote. I thought he had the villain tag. Weird, he doesn't. Okay, that's strange. He would have been good if he was the villain, but he's not. So yeah, Doctor Doom, Hood are going to be the best options, and maybe Morningstar too. The last node we have is Tyrant. Villain attackers cause 50% of their attack as bonus energy damage each time they hit their opponent or their block, as long as the defender suffers from weakness debuff. Now this base can be cheesed with any villain if you have Resonate Mastery. I would recommend that if you have the Resonate Mastery already unlocked, then you just reset your mastery setup to apply it for this, because I think this will likely be on the last quest, and if it is on the last quest, then there will be some very high health values, and a 50% boost to damage will be very good. So if you already have Resonate unlocked, then I'll just recommend that you do a little switch of your mastery setup to apply it, because that 50% damage boost will likely prevent a lot of item loss on that last quest, especially if they make it the hardest quest. Okay, so other than that, the Void applies a weakness debuff on his SP2. Apocalypse applies weakness debuff. So both of those would be very very good here. Other champs which apply weakness, which are villain, uh, is Immortal Abomination. Yeah, he applies a lot of weakness debuff when he blocks. So he will be very, very, very good here. Not only will he reduce the block damage to nearly nothing, but he will also be great in yeah, but it will also be great because of this node, because he will do extra damage, and I think it will also affect his poison damage. So yeah, the best champs here will be Void and Apocalypse, all round great champ, and Immortal Abomination. And if you can get the Resonate Mastery, I won't tell you, I am not saying that you should go and apply cores just for this, but if you have already burned those cores on Resonate, then I think it's worth it to use a few units to reapply the Resonate Mastery just for this quest, because of the boost will be pretty good. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.